Hello there.
Hello, hello, Keisha. Just getting the door shut. Okay, I'm ready. I'm in place.
You're in place. All
I'm
right,
in
you ready?
place.
Raring to go. We got some stuff
Raring to
to
go.
talk about, I'd say.
I know it was a big day. It's going to be hard to backtrack and not just dive into today. But
Yeah, yeah. I guess we
I
can do
guess
whatever we want to.
we are. I know it's a free world. We're grown-ups now.
We're
We can.
grown-ups. This is one of the few freedoms that hasn't been taken away or
I know it's been a bummer of a freaking couple days, hasn't it? But
yes, it has.
anyway, we won't get into that.
Mm.
Yeah, well, what do you want to do? We'll do it. You're the
Let's
boss.
no, no. Let's see. Well, all right, let's start with today because yeah, that is hard to ignore.
Yeah.
That we finally got the reveal, the
The
big
big
reveal.
reveal. Yeah, I thought we were headed for a classic Friday. I thought they were going to take us straight to the edge and then,
Yeah,
have it be a
yeah.
Friday. But they
Mhm.
gave it to us today. So
I appreciated
kudos
that.
on that. Yeah, I did appreciate that.
I thought
Um,
it was very satisfying too.
and see, that's where we're so different. Uh,
Uh,
well, it was satisfying to find out because I mean, I didn't count how many months, but we have been at this for a
I think it
long time.
yeah, it feels like years almost.
Yeah. It's
Mhm.
not pikeman, but it feels like
Right, right. Yeah.
that length of time.
Yes.
I well, what was it that made it satisfying to you? We'll start with your reaction before I spoil it.
Well, I was relieved that it wasn't Michael. I mean, although, they a
Hmm.
lot of the setup seemed like, they wanted us to believe it was Michael. We
Right, so
almost
you knew that it
believed that
wasn't.
Michael thought it was Michael, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah.
So I was relieved about that, and also I think, it's interesting that it's Willow, that they've gone there, and I mean, just because we know it is Willow doesn't mean she's gonna get convicted, though. I kinda have a feeling she's not gonna get convicted.
Yeah, yeah, because she did such a good job on the stand.
And Michael did kinda look, like he had all the reasons why, he might have been the one who did it, so
I I wasn't like thoroughly disappointed, but I kind of like I had mentioned that I thought, okay, well, it's not going to be Michael because they're making it
Mhm.
look like it is
Mhm.
Michael, so we know it can't be
Mhm.
Michael. It can't be that
Mhm.
simple.
Mhm.
Um, but I thought they'd make it be Willow, but make it be a fugue kind of thing, or a
Yeah.
repressed memory, or
Uh-huh.
I don't know. And maybe it's more interesting this way. I find it so disturbing that she is that slick of a liar.
Yeah, and that
Um,
sorta cold-blooded.
yeah, and that puts that character into what category? Like, what do you do with that?
Yeah,
You
I
know?
know, like, is she I mean, we know that she's had these lapses sort of in judgment, like the spinning and all of that,
The baby spinning, but I could almost like I don't know, if we had some sort of mental health breaks going on, but
Mhm.
the way they had her appear today, it just felt like a cold-blooded.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, of course, she was pushed to the brink by the
Mhm.
loss of her children, so I guess they might still.
Mhm.
I mean, redeem isn't the word I'm looking for, but like
Mm.
salvage?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, we wanna believe that the good parts of Willow aren't gone forever.
yeah, yeah, and I guess I think I could sort of swallow if this were like a break with reality, where the
Mhm.
pressure of and
Mhm.
this whole thing just did her in, and she had repressed a memory of what she did, but it felt very like when they were flashing back to her going to the gun cabinet, and then she's
Mhm.
just lying so calmly
Yeah.
on the stand, and knowing, like, just looking back to all the incredible lying she did this whole time, it's like,
Mhm.
wow.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think I mean, I haven't really examined it that closely yet, but I do think it holds up that it's her, like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean,
um
he promised, and he continues to promise the world. And
mhm.
has he had anything turn out the way he said it would turn out with all his promises? I don't think
Right.
anything.
I mean, I think the one of the best questions, during the trial was when Justine asked Willow, like, "Has your life improved since Drew
Yeah.
came
Yeah.
into it?" It's like,
That could have been a line from Atomic Habits, to be honest with you.
Oh, wow. Slick. Talk about slick. This is the
Oh,
new Gia,
I'm into it.
everybody. This is
Yeah.
2026 Gia.
I'm
Sort
into it. I'm so into it. I find out the author went to the same college that I attended.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
What does that mean?
Oh, you know.
I'm sure it was decades after I was gone. But,
Mhm.
no, it's, you would hate it. You would hate it.
Yeah, I believe that.
It's pretty it's pretty dry. And it's nothing new, like, so far,
Uh-huh.
but
Uh-huh.
it is methodical, and I find it, like, it's good to revisit these, just sort of self-awareness, and I might be
Mhm.
applying it to a few musical areas of my life. And it
Ah.
might still get to it, but I was hoping it would help me be a more positive person. Like,
Uh-huh.
I'd like to stop that impulse in my brain to, like, instantly just be like, "Yeah, that fucker," like, I'd like to not have that,
Uh,
but that may be permanent, you know?
that's like
That just may be
a
me.
reflex, I don't know if you can, curb a
I mean, my
reflex.
mother was so lovely. You met her.
I know, mine was too. It was always, "If you don't have anything nice to say,"
Yeah, and
and
I but
so
I
I was
think
quiet most of the time.
I think my mother truly was nice. Like, I don't think she had those dark, evil,
No,
negative
no.
thoughts, Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can suppress them and not say them to the people, but my brain is like and I was hoping to sort of turn that around, but
It's not a
I'm not too
magic
far
book,
in.
Gia.
You know?
I think you're
Anyway.
looking for a book of spells or something.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. Anyway,
Mhm.
yeah, so back to our trial, the right,
Mm.
exactly, is anything. Yeah, and I thought, when somebody pauses that long, like, how does that making Drew
Yeah,
feel, you
right.
know?
I know that. I s
That was a really long pause.
I know, that they could have had a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, and I have to say, I thought Drew, the actor, well, like, his time on the stand, I thought he was brilliant. That
He
was
was
awesome.
very good at sort of going from 0 to 60,
Oh my
and
gosh,
just
yeah.
being explosive. What would have been funny when Justine asked Willow the question, if she had paused, for a nice awkward amount of time and then said, "Could you repeat the question?"
Yeah, that would have been even better, yeah. Can you spell the word? Use it in a
This
sentence, a
this
different
this
sentence?
Drew? Are we talking about this Drew? Because there was another actor
Uh,
before,
yeah, yeah.
but
But,
anyway, yeah. Okay, so
so
yeah.
satisfying. I don't know. I haven't been online since that, so I haven't seen any chatter about what people's reactions are. I'm relieved it wasn't Danny. I'm relieved it wasn't
Yeah, yeah,
Scout,
me
although that
too.
would have been really interesting.
Yeah, yeah, and I did I I mean, I thought Trina and Kai seemed like such little kids, didn't they, with their little
Oh,
caper?
yeah.
Like, but
They were,
whatever.
like, unbearable, yeah. That's
They
a
were
Scooby-Doo team,
Yeah,
and
and Trina seems like she's just like, I don't know, she doesn't have a lot of facets to her anymore, She's sorta like barking out orders, and
yeah, yeah, and, like, earlier, I think it was yesterday, whatever, that sort of little confrontation that she and Kai had, where I was kind of
Yeah.
pleased to see him hold his ground a little bit and
I
push
was
back.
too. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was too.
'Cause
Because
it's
she
like,
was sort of
"Lady, why are you, like, giving all these ultimatums about," it's like,
mhm, and creating this, like, code that he has to
yeah,
abide by,
I
yeah.
think maybe it's because Curtis is her father and she's the old apple didn't fall far from the tree, huh?
Maybe not, Gia, maybe not. Uh,
But, I was glad that he pushed back and said, like,
mhm,
"So, here's what's not acceptable to me, and so that's why I'm
mhm,
telling you."
mhm.
But yeah, it was weird choosing them to be kind of the sleuths, you know?
Yeah, it was, I know, and, like, Dante and Nathan, when they were sort of, like, deciding to kinda review everything and have Nathan review everything, and the calls came up, and it's like,
Yeah. Why
wouldn't
didn't
they
they
have
already know that shit, That
well, they
seems
should, and they should have seen that Wiley called both of them, right?
Yeah, yeah.
If they were looking at actual records and not just, like, what pinged,
Right, yeah, so that was some sloppy work. And what was the deal? Do you think we were seeing, some evidence of whatever the hell's going on with Nathan, that whole breaking the,
The
evidence
cha
chain
yeah.
thing and
Yeah, that was they put so much emphasis on that
Yeah,
little detail that it seemed like, "Huh, I guess we're supposed to think this
yeah.
is significant here." But by the same token, then, I guess we're supposed to think that the Greek New Year's cake is also very important.
Well, I was wondering how delicious it was gonna be, but then they didn't get to have it.
No, and that should be cardinal rule, like, if you have a cake,
Yeah,
you have to eat the cake. Just like if there is a gun, the gun will go off, you know?
yeah, yeah, and it looked like an interesting like, it didn't have frosting, it looked like it was sorta had some maybe some
Probably olive oil or something in it.
sugar olive oil, what?
Yeah, there's like an olive oil cake. Seems
That's a
like maybe
Greek cake?
well, it seems like it could be, right?
It could be, yeah, you're right, yeah, guess so.
Anyway, but, wasn't that weird though? How, like, we had the whole little thing about
Well, I
the
had the
Greek
whole,
cake.
like, Suzanne like,
Yeah,
why are we getting Suzanne every day? Every day.
I really feel like she's gotta be blackmailing somebody, this actor.
Somebody, yeah. So I
Ever
felt like
since
that was another theme we had going on. So we had the trial, and all that. We also
mhm,
have, like, periphery characters taking the
mhm.
center stage.
Yeah,
Suzanne,
yeah.
Jacinda,
Mhm.
and, Boyle.
Yeah, Ezra,
And
yeah,
God help me, I'm
you love
falling
him.
for Ezra.
Well, he was being kind of nice to Jacinda.
He was, but in this sort of, like, pathetic, flabby old man way, that where they don't realize that they're being pathetic, or maybe he
Yeah,
did,
or
but
he
he's a little
doesn't
bit like a
realize
dog that's been kicked or something,
yeah, yeah,
he's
that's true. That's accurate. Yeah, and also it seems like he's one of these people who doesn't realize she was nice to him because he was a client. He was
Right, yeah,
paying her,
yeah, and I
you
mean,
know?
even that makes me kind of fall for him because that's so stupid, like
Yeah.
and he just, like, it was so sweet going to get something to drink, and, like, "We'll have a little something to drink and eat," and I was
And
like,
he was
"Oh."
gonna dial it back, he
Yeah,
realized
yeah. I'm like, we're getting a little bit more Ezra, and I don't know. Why
it's
do I
working.
do that? Yeah.
Well, I
Like,
guess we didn't have much to go on earlier. He was just sort of a slime
he was
ball, but
just a
now
slime ball every chance he got to be a slime
yeah,
ball, but I think
now
we're
it's
like, seeing behind the curtain now.
yeah, he's softening a bit, so I guess that's good. However, we don't know how deep that runs, the softness.
No, but I mean, I think what we're seeing is he's damaged goods, and
Yeah.
that's maybe what it's a little bit like my love of Brad, like Brad
Mhm.
always
Mhm.
does the wrong thing, always.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah.
Um But you see what caused those behaviors, and they're just
Mhm.
trapped in these they need to read Atomic Habits to change their ways.
Um,
But
okay,
anyway, I'm
uh,
liking Jacinda. More
yeah,
Jacinda is fine with
yeah,
me. I'm
yeah.
liking Boyle. More Boyle is fine with me, but I am
Not on
lukewarm to
Team Suzanne.
cool. And Suzanne, I don't understand. It
I
feels
I'm
weird.
I'm, yeah, downright cool on Suzanne as a character. I think the only thing I could think of is that she serves the purpose of being a sounding board for Alexis because we don't have Diane around, and Diane really couldn't
Yeah,
listen. I'm
yeah.
not sure if she would be allowed. I can't remember, like, what her loyalties would be in this case.
Oh, yeah, that's
'Cause
hard to unravel.
she would
Yeah.
be more on team Michael, right? Because she's a, you know,
Sonny and Michael,
Sunny,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so that's the purpose I think that
So will
Suzanne
Suzanne go
served.
back in the closet when Diane's back?
I
Like,
hope so. I kind of hope so. I don't mind if she brings a cake around occasionally, but they'll have to eat
I
it, and
I
we
thought
don't.
the cake might make you warm up to her a little bit, but
A little bit, but I don't know, there's something about the she's so, like, sort of, ugh, like, sort of clingy or something, like, it's like she's just trying to worm her way into, Alexis's,
yeah, and she always
good
looks kind
grace.
of like more alarmed than necessary or something, or I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know. Maybe
yeah,
it's just us. Maybe it's what we're bringing to the table.
maybe it is, yeah, I don't know, I mean, it's possible,
It's
but
hard to know anymore.
it is, but anyway, okay, so, yes,
Ooh, these do sound good. They should have had it.
what?
Yeah, the cake.
Uh,
Rich,
I
aromatic, and syrup soaked, featuring ingredients
Mhm,
like honey, citrus, walnuts,
mhm.
phyllo,
Phyllo
and
dough? Uh-huh,
spices.
uh-huh, okay.
Mmm,
Well, that does sound
mmm.
good. Thanks for that, Gia.
Yeah,
Um,
that's delicious.
Trying to close out my day without a bunch of sugar.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we
And
had somebody put candy in the tip jar. It was a little baggy. I was like, "Oh my God, are we getting weed?" But it was candy. Like this is like the old days, man.
Yeah. Oh, dear,
Yeah, but
dear.
it's just dusted with a little confectionery sugar on top. It's
Yeah, yeah. It's like an adult sort of a cake,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
Kids would like spit it out and
Yeah, like,
waste it.
"Where the hell is the frosting, man?" That's what I
Yeah.
would say. So getting back to the show,
Oh, sorry.
no, that's okay. No, that's okay. I'm happy to talk about cake usually. Um, but I did like that we got to hear both of the ringtones. I'm glad that they sort of
Yeah,
wrapped
yeah,
that up for us because that would have been like, I don't know, we've been holding on so long for like information,
yeah.
and I'm glad we finally got like a nice healthy dose of information.
And I liked Wiley's ringtone. I feel like I want to have one of those for you. Like,
You wanted to say it's
pick it
Keisha.
up, you idiot! Pick it up, you idiot! Or something like that.
I know you're screening this call,
Yeah,
bitch.
you're such a loser. Pick up.
Oh, dear, dear.
Uh,
But so now, yeah, okay, so let's say the jury decides Willow's not guilty, and now Trina and Kai know she is, or are pretty sure she is, right? I
yeah,
mean,
right. And
you know
you can't get what is it? It's like double jeopardy or
Oh,
something,
double
right?
jeopardy, yeah,
Yeah,
you can't, be tried for the same thing twice, which is a weird rule, I think, but
it is weird.
been around for a long time.
And now I'm just thinking of the Greg Kinn band. Um,
Okay.
it is weird, isn't it? Though, because it's like, well, because they could have gotten it wrong, so that you should be. But I guess you'd never be able to rest easy if you were like always. If somebody else could always like bring another suit
Yeah.
suit against you
Suit,
suit.
yeah, yeah, I'm sure there's good
Um,
reasons for it, and maybe it just means you have to be super prepared or really be sure of what you're trying somebody for, right?
yeah. So right. So if she is let off,
Well,
yeah,
I
that's
would
kind of
think
scary. Huh?
that would compel Trina and Kai to come forward, like, if it came that close, but they're about to give their closing
Well, they're
argument.
about to, yeah. So what? I guess so. Hopefully, they will go present their information to um, ADA Turner, right?
Kai we know Kai would want to.
Yeah. Or do you think Kai will go to Drew?
Well, I was also thinking, like, Drew had this sort of inkling of something that he couldn't quite
He did
remember.
a long time ago. Oh, that, yeah. But also a long time ago, do you remember when he had something happened with Willow? And remember he kind of and she said something and he knew it was like incorrect or whatever. And he like looked at her like,
Hmm.
like, I can't
Hmm.
remember what it was about, but something about where she'd been or something.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
right, right, right,
And
yep.
there was like a little moment when it was like, maybe
Yeah,
yeah,
uh-huh.
this,
So, yeah, those
um,
2 little pieces, if they fell into place in his noggin, what would he
yeah,
do if suddenly
I
he
don't know.
realized
Do you
she
think
was
he'd
there?
still, yeah, that is an excellent question. What does that dove do to his love of Willow? Is it gone?
Or
Or is it like,
would he try to explain it away somehow, like, like, saying it was her desperate, sort of
yeah,
state
yeah, I
of
don't
mind?
know. I don't know. Because he
Hmm,
seems to want her so badly for,
yeah, yeah, mhm, hmm.
gosh,
We got much more of a glimpse into his sort of mental health when he was on the stand.
lack of mental health.
Lack,
Yeah,
exactly, like,
yeah.
he seemed like he was sort of broken the way he
Very broken, and the rant,
mm,
I like the way it sorta started,
mhm.
and then it just zeroed in on Michael and his jealousy of
Yeah,
Michael and his whole
yeah,
Quartermaine hangups,
yeah,
and
right,
it was like, "Wowza, dude," there's,
right,
like, free public, like, access to counseling and stuff these days that
mhm.
you should partake of.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
right.
a Navy SEAL and I'm a, that was,
Mhm,
I was all very like, you can't handle the truth sort of inspired, but he just,
mhm.
he escalated in a really believable way. It was pretty cool. Like, I loved how he's like leaning forward in the
Yeah,
box, like
yeah,
coming right at her
uh-huh,
like a
yeah.
freaking raptor.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, and I also it was a good use this is, like, I just feel like a lot of the things that have been, like, hanging in the background finally, like, sort of had their little moment, like,
Yeah.
when Justine, like, thought back to when she was at Sonny's and Drew came over,
Yeah.
you know
Maybe we should be giving the writers credit for like sort of finely crafting this whole thing.
Yeah, because we thought they were sort of making it up as they went along, and maybe they
Yeah.
were, maybe they just finally sort of figured out how to use some of these pieces, you know?
I know. I have to wonder, like, did they from the get-go know that it was gonna be Willow, or did they just,
Mhm. Mhm.
decide that more
Yeah,
recently?
yeah, I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
I also liked that, even though all these people who took the stand, like, potentially were really damaging Michael, like from Tracy to Elizabeth, Jacinda, he didn't seem to harbor any ill will towards any of them. Uh, it just seemed like
Yeah.
sure, none of it helped him, but he wasn't like, I mean, he understood Tracy, I think, had to sort of,
Yeah, Tracy just got
you know,
snookered there, and yeah.
but he
Um
doesn't really seem to have a major grudge against Jacinda for lying to him, as far
No,
as
that
we
was kinda
know.
nice. I thought he might be very cold with her, and it seemed like he
Yeah,
was willing to understand, and I hope she's not gonna be gone.
I know, I know. Well, it
Did we
look
see we didn't see her in scenes or anything, did
I
we?
thought
Uh,
maybe we did.
did
I
we?
thought she
Maybe we
did
did.
pop up in the scenes for tomorrow.
Okay, well, that'd be good 'cause
Yeah,
I like her. She's
mhm.
she's like a breath of fresh air, I feel like, as a character. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, well, she's one of these people who's not, like, part of this big family or, like, she's sort of, like,
Yeah, that's true.
alone,
Yeah.
she's a
Yeah.
bit of an outsider,
Yeah,
um,
that's
so
true. Working gal, a tough working
working
gal.
gal, yep,
Yeah.
yeah,
She's got a little, like, she's tough, but she's also got this little, like, fragility that's very
mhm,
appealing.
yeah, yeah, that's true too, yeah, and seems to have, like, her sort of, like, code of what she will
Yeah.
and will
I
not
think
do.
she's got her head on her shoulders, that prostitute.
She does. We need more women like that.
I think so. I think
Yeah,
so.
I I hope she gets to spend a lot of time with Amelia because she could use a woman to
Yeah,
talk
I
to.
know. I don't. We don't even know what Amelia looks like. I thought I have to say shout out to Wiley. I thought he was very sweet and affecting today.
Yeah, he seemed very glum, didn't he?
Oh
And that
yeah.
sort of that
Yeah.
tracks if the poor kid is just, like, always
Uh
waiting. He's gotta always be just
yeah.
waiting, you know?
And heartbreaking, just heartbreaking. I mean, he loves his mother, but
Yeah,
oh my
yeah.
gosh,
Mhm,
that was heartbreaking. And it was. I know Gio was doing
mhm,
going to spend time with him just as part of this like scheming, but
mhm.
it seemed very sweet, their little time
Yeah,
together.
yeah, yeah. That was nice. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so we have a lot of other stuff going on too.
Before we get to it, can I just
Mhm.
say something about hair?
Of course.
Okay. Shout out to the hairstylist lately,
Yeah, uh-huh.
um, of significance to me. Uh,
Tracy?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Wasn't
Mhm.
that lovely? The little curl coming
A
down,
little
like sort of
curl, yeah, that was
softened the
new.
look. Very, yeah. It
Mhm.
was. You could do that. Well, you've got
Thanks.
that long hair that you could pin back and then do that, and your hair curls like that. You could certainly do that for your like for your next profile pic for your dating. I think you should do
Yeah, okay. Okay.
that.
That sounds like the
um,
Atomic Habits talking again. Uh,
no, I just thought it was really pretty. They hadn't done that with her before, but
yeah, yeah, and actually speaking of Tracy, it was kind of also I don't know if nice is the word, but for her to sort of, like, have missed a step, like, to have fallen into, like, Alexis's trap and everything, it seems like it's kind of a sign that they're maybe not deliberately really, but, like, she's getting older, right? And she's not as sharp
not
maybe.
as quick. Maybe, yeah, yeah. Certainly beating herself up about the whole thing.
Yeah, and she's also trying
Yeah,
to be like more like Monica, so
yeah, yeah.
she's
I feel like
spending
that's a little bit of my battle,
yeah,
not to keep bringing it back to me, but like to be kinder and gentler in my mind, like
mhm,
me, like, and I feel like Tracy's trying to do that by channeling Monica a little bit, and it's like
exactly, yeah.
maybe we should just let our own freak flags fly,
I
maybe
think
that's a
we
bad.
have been, whether we realize it or not. I think I think they're flapping in the wind.
So you're saying reining it in would be okay at this point,
I
like
don't know if we're
advisable.
capable. It would be advisable, sure. I think everybody would be happy if we could somehow
If we could somehow
police
rein it in
ourselves,
a little
but
bit.
I'm not sure we can at this point.
But it's
Um,
just an interesting thought, like, how can you change your own, like, your essence in it,
yeah,
like, or is
mhm,
it just all window dressing if you're polite to people, if you're,
mhm. Right, right, that's the question. Yeah, I think that's mostly what it is just sort of having effective filters, you know?
yeah. I mean, and that's
But
part of being civilized, like, you gotta,
mhm, mhm,
but,
yeah.
yeah, I don't know, like, can you lighten the blackness in your soul?
When you put it like that, I feel like the answer is probably no.
No, 'cause, but I don't you feel like Tracy's a little bit like that, like
Yeah, she's definitely trying, and I think
yeah.
she's like, her whole world has sort of evolved in kind of a nice way with all these young people in the house, you
Yeah,
know? It's kind of like this is another chapter in her life, and she does kinda wanna do it differently, I
and
think.
she is being a little softer and,
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
so
Mhm,
maybe if you're rewarded by like you do something that's kind and you're rewarded for it, then your
mhm.
brain like leaks little bit of the blackness out, and
Mm,
your
maybe, maybe,
maybe
maybe, Gia, but
triggers a little reward. It's like a rat getting a pellet.
yeah, but it does seem like usually no good deed goes unpunished, I think also,
Mm,
so it's a tough one. Um, but,
that's a very bleak saying, isn't it?
yeah, it seems very true to me.
Mm.
Um, I also
You
thought
want to unpack that a little bit? Okay, I'll
Uh,
quit. Oh,
and
I was still talking about hair. Okay, let's
sorry,
see.
go ahead, go
Oh
ahead.
yeah, I'm trying to think. I just thought everybody's hair looked really nice.
Mhm,
Christina has the healthiest head of hair, and it's like perfectly cut. Like her hair, it was shiny and beautiful and
mhm,
healthy looking. I'm like, how
mhm, mhm.
everybody must also have good diets in addition to good
Yeah,
hairstylists
probably,
going on.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Active young people.
yeah, they're just really shiny, pretty hair going on all
Mhm.
around.
All
Um,
around. Mhm, mhm.
oh, here was the other big one. Uh, Brooklyn had her hair pulled back in a new
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
I
uh-huh.
don't think we'd seen that on her before, and I thought it was really nice.
Yep, yep, I know, it was nice, and it was also nice to see Brooklyn again. I mean,
Yeah,
it hasn't been that long really since we saw her last,
no.
but it's always nice to see her.
But I just thought, oh, instead of, like having it show her whole face, which is so
Mhm,
pretty,
mhm,
I sound
mhm.
like my father now, like, I can't see your forehead, and, like that kind of thing. I get obsessed with seeing my forehead, like, I guess my hair was always hanging in my face and stuff, but,
Uh-huh.
you know why? Because when I was young enough, but until I could, like, physically escape from
Uh-huh,
this, they
uh-huh.
beretted my hair back so severely,
Yeah,
They were
yeah.
always trying to tamp it down because it was big, frizzy, fluffy hair, so it was
When you
I was always being restrained somehow,
when you say
Yeah.
"they," it sounds like a whole team of
Like a
people.
team of people holding
But
me down.
was it like the whole, like, school board or
My
something?
mother and my grandmother and,
Everybody that at the church that they
no,
were
you remember those, like, those brown berets? They were
yep,
kinda like
like tortoise
yeah.
shell kind of.
Yes, exactly. The 2 big long brown berets, like and they pull the hair back from your forehead, and like, and clamp it to the side, you'd like, "Did you have this happen to you?"
I think I
The
was allowed
trauma.
to I was allowed to manage my hair as I saw fit, and I think I did go through barrette phases. I also trimmed my hair on my own often, and, that led to, probably other
As a little kid
situations.
or as, like, a teenager?
I think, yeah, definitely, like, middle school, teenager, probably.
Wow.
Uh,
Wow.
I had, like, little stupid wings, that
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
I had those, but I didn't do them myself, though, but
Yeah.
well,
I just
anyway, I think
anyway.
that's probably part of why my hair looks so stupid all the time now is I just can't that pulling on my scalp, I cannot
Mhm.
endure,
No,
like
I can't anymore either. I don't know if I could do a real headband unless it was, like, a loose one or a ponytail even. I
yeah, yeah, not for
Both
any length of
too
time.
much. Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm. Anyway, but it looked lovely on Brooklyn. I thought it was a nice
Good
change.
stuff.
Better to look good than to feel good, but,
Yeah. Um,
okay, I'm done. I just wanted to shout out, I thought everybody's hair looked great lately.
yeah, and that's good to do, Gia, good for you, thank
Yeah,
you.
okay.
Um, this is unrelated, I guess, but when Dante went over to see Lulu,
Oh,
at some
hi
point,
his little pity party. Yeah.
it was a pity party, but I thought it was interesting that he mentioned his instincts, like, he doesn't trust himself anymore, and he listed all these
Yeah.
things that he'd handled badly, and I wondered
Yeah,
if
but
any
the
of
next time he
some
saw
of
Geo, he handled
yeah,
it badly again,
I
you
know
know?
he barely said anything to him, and he didn't know that, like, visit was all a ploy to
No,
get
and
Wiley
he
to
had that look on his face like he had some, like, shit smeared on his upper lip or something, like
yeah. Yeah, I know. I was disappointed in that. Like, he didn't even, like, pat him on the shoulder or anything when he left. It's like, "What? You
no, yeah, I know. I
missed
mean, I
your
didn't mind that he didn't
opportunity."
didn't touch him, but I thought, like, just a genuine smile when he walked in the room as opposed to, like, looking like, "Oh, crap, it's you," which
Yeah.
is, I thought, how he looked.
It was how he looked. I in Brooklyn, like, immediately thought that this gesture to see Wiley was a lovely thing, and it seemed
Yeah,
like Dante
yeah.
should have echoed those but maybe he's, like, jealous because Gio's, like, hitting all the right notes, you know?
Yeah, I know. the conversation that Dante had with Lulu, I was like a little bit hopeful. I thought, okay, so he's having
Yeah,
like a moment
yeah.
of self reflection,
Right, right.
but he was having it in like a sort of a man baby way.
Mhm. Like, wanting to be
Yeah.
propped up, like,
Yes.
yeah, and she sorta did that. She
And
did
she was
exactly
doing
what you
it. I'm
wanted.
like, Jesus Christ, why don't you go hang out with Curtis? You two are like a pair.
That would be fun if they
Do you
were,
think
like,
think
round
I'm too hard on people?
well, this desire you have to, like, curb this voice, Gia, I think that's not
There's no
something. Yeah, yeah, you
I
gotta
I
pick
don't
a
know.
battle that you might be able to win, I think.
Yeah, sorry. I know. I just was like I was like if we'd seen him um I don't know, or maybe if Lulu had gone ahead and given him a little like dose of reality, like it might have furthered. But it's just like if you just keep stroking somebody, so he
Mhm.
just got rewarded for like, whoa, woe is me, and
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
dude, maybe it's not about you. Maybe it's about how you've made your son feel.
Mhm,
You know,
mhm.
like maybe
Yeah.
you need to like grow up yourself a little bit. And,
Well, I was wondering if it's maybe if it has anything to do with, like, his past trauma, if something's gonna come out, like,
oh,
somebody's gonna click a pen, and
yeah, go
I
back to
don't
the
know.
PTSD thing. I don't
Well, I don't
know.
know. I mean, that would be a weird sort of thing to bring up at this point, but it just seemed a little strange that they did
Yeah.
talk about, you know.
Well, they talked about, Michael's trauma, and I did
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I like that he owned up to like his part in that and felt the weight of,
Mhm, mhm.
his actions resulting in that
Yeah.
happening to Michael.
Mhm, mhm.
So, he was owning that.
Yeah.
Um, so that's good. But I just feel like this blind spot he has about Geo is um I don't know why is nobody like calling him out on this? Why is Sonny not calling him out on it more, or Brooklyn, or
I know Brooklyn when he sort of sensed that she was avoiding him, and then she said it was all about Chase, and I
I
had
know, I was like, "Huh?" Me
I know,
too. I was
I'd
like,
sort of
"What?"
forgotten, like, "Huh,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess she would be upset about that."
Yeah,
But
I'd say also thought like, yeah, because you've been just an absolute asshat, and
yeah, she should have mentioned Geo too, not just Chase there.
yeah, but I had kind of forgotten about that too. But anyway,
Yeah.
okay, so yeah, that was kind of interesting though. I mean, self reflection is always good, I guess. So
Mhm.
maybe we'll see some growth on his part. But it's like I want the Dante back that used to be so wise and calm when Sonny was losing it, and so you know
Yeah.
allowing grace in other
Mhm.
people, or for
Yeah,
other people.
right, his
Um,
heart has kind of hardened somehow,
yeah, like the Grinches.
exactly, Gia,
Yeah.
just like the Grinches, yeah.
Mm.
Um, but, yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen there. Um, I wondered, this is going back to the trial now, when Drew was on the stand, and he was talking a lot about Jason, and Jason being like a hitman and everything, and the whole her Jason's whole criminal record was, like, struck from evidence or whatever they were saying, and I couldn't
Yeah.
figure out, like, that seemed significant, and I wasn't sure why, like, I what was happening there, like, did Alexis
Mm.
deliberately wanna
Well,
bring that
was
up?
it just? I don't know if I paid that much attention, but was it just more like theater on Alexis's part to have this huge fat folder with all the tabs on it? So
Yeah,
it didn't
I
really
guess
matter that like it had the impact just because it was
so. Uh-huh.
seen, even though they say, "Oh, strike it from," it's like you can't unsee.
Right, right, but it also seemed like somehow she was protecting Jason by having all of that struck from the record or something. I didn't
Mm.
understand it. I don't know. It was
Yeah, I
just a little
guess I
bit of a
can't help you.
distraction. Yeah, that's
Um,
okay, that's
I
alright.
wasn't paying attention. I'm not that bright.
No, I'm not either, and I don't know if I was just paying too much attention to it.
I
Um,
might have been thinking about the cake or something.
or the hair, yeah,
The
yeah.
hair or the cake or the
Another little detail was, earlier in the trial, like, I guess probably Monday, Friday, of last week, and maybe even early this week, Willow is always referred to as Ms. Tate, and then today,
Oh.
Alexis started to call her Mrs. Kane, and
Oh.
then Justine tried to call her Miss Tate, and Willow
And
corrected
she
her,
corrected her. Yeah.
and I thought, like, is this just, like, them being sloppy, or was this deliberate? I
I
don't know,
didn't,
it's a little
I
weird.
have to say I didn't notice that they called her Miss Tate earlier. I noticed that they called her Mrs. Kane today, but I
Mhm.
hadn't noticed that they called her Tate earlier.
Yeah, and
Hmm.
well, because I was questioning it when it happened earlier, I thought, "Huh, isn't she
She didn't take his name, but I guess
I
she
wasn't
did.
but, yeah,
Mm,
according to her, she did. Anyway, that was just a little
mm.
thing.
Another weird thing about the trial is why wasn't Carly there?
Yeah, Carly so we
Like,
had Carly in the attic with Valentine. That
yeah.
you would think she would have been very much present
She's
in the
so
court.
supportive of Michael, and she would have been all over that, wanting to
Mhm.
know what was gonna happen with Willow,
Yeah,
and
she would her curiosity would have
yeah.
made it impossible for and she didn't even seem like she was thinking about it when she was talking to Valentine.
Right. I mean, I could kinda understand, like, Sonny staying awake because it's like always like, well, the mob boss presence is kind of,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
can hurt somebody, but,
Mhm, mhm,
yeah, maybe they should have explained Carly away somehow, like,
mhm.
"Michael asked me not to," I don't know why,
Right, right,
but I
yeah.
thought usually she's like a is she a
Mhm.
helicopter mother? What's a helicopter
Yeah, I
mother?
think well, sometimes she is, yeah. It does seem like she's
Is it just that you hover over your child like a helicopter? Is that
yeah, I think it's sort of more of a suffocating presence, maybe, I'm not
That's what
sure.
I would have been if I'd ended up being a mother. I think I would have been I would have been like a Pepe Le Pew or something mother.
That's fun to imagine.
I think I would have. I mean, that's
Yeah.
part of why I was like, it's okay that it didn't happen because I think I would have
Mhm.
really screwed it up. It seems like so difficult. Oh,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
so
Mhm.
hats off to all you folks, you included.
No, not me, don't include me in that.
No, not me.
No, but
Well, I wasn't gonna make you get you
real
I'm not
parents,
getting you a
yeah.
trophy or
No,
anything, but I'm
not even a mug?
a participation trophy.
I don't even think I qualify for that.
Yes, you do.
Oh, dear.
Okay, what else? So we couldn't help ourselves. We talked about the trial, the
Yeah,
outcome,
yeah.
we knowing who's the shooter.
And just yeah,
Wow.
it's going to be fascinating, I think. And I have to say, as much as I've complained about the trial, the courtroom scenes, how I think they're tedious, every
Yeah.
day this week I've been sort of anxious to
Yeah.
turn it on to see what's gonna happen.
Yeah, and
So,
today was, like, on fire. Man,
yeah,
oh, man.
so
Yeah, that was
that was good, yeah.
yeah, and,
Um,
I loved, like, Alexis's disgust with first, like, the disgust when she was trying to convince him
yeah,
that
yeah.
not to be put on the stand, and then it's like,
Mhm,
"Okay,
mhm,
it's your,"
mhm.
and
Yeah.
then just watching him lose it and watching her, like,
Mhm.
just
Yep,
like, how
yep.
has she held her shit together dealing with him this whole
I don't
time? It's
know, yeah.
amazing.
Heroic, really, her
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, her strength.
So that was fun,
Mhm.
and I felt like they were both she and, Turner were pretty believable lawyers, in
Yeah,
the way they
I
were.
thought Justine did a good job. I kinda liked her, like, the way she was sort of poking at Drew and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. She might be growing on us, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. What was there anything that to say about, Carly and Valentine's scene? Anything
Well, I
noteworthy
didn't
there?
understand
Yeah.
her flip from I came up here like she was like, I came up here to tell you the same thing,
Yeah,
i.e., you have to leave, and then
yeah,
I came up here to tell you you have to
you have
stay.
to Stay 'cause
in
you don't
with
have
like
a
in the
plan.
next breath. I was like, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm. I know that didn't really make a lot of sense.
it didn't flow.
No. I mean, of course, we like having Valentine in the attic, but it does seem like it's they're tempting fate there. I don't know
And
what.
what's the plan? Like,
Yeah, they don't seem to really have much of a plan. I mean, they started talking about maybe like reaching out to Sidwell, which sounds horrifying.
yeah, that's a bad move. Yeah.
Yeah, unless somehow he can like kill two birds with one stone, literally, like Jack and Sidwell.
Hmm. But yeah, like other than like so Valentine just went as far as planning like his escape, and he didn't like have beyond that, like how he
Yeah.
was going to re-enter society. He didn't have anything in mind.
No, or like where he
Uh,
was even gonna go. Where would he hide next? Somewhere in the catacombs or something on Spoon Island?
oh, the catacombs. They don't ever talk about or use the catacombs anymore, do they?
They don't seem to, and he does know his way around Spoon Island, so he probably could, insert himself somewhere there, right
Yeah,
under Sidwell's nose.
right. But even like once they've brought down whatever that means, brought down
Mhm.
Brennan,
Yeah. Mhm.
won't 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 Valentine still be like a wanted fugitive?
Well, he made it sound like like the only reason he'd been arrested was because Jack made it look like he was the head of pikemen or something, right?
Removing Brennan means that he'd be like whatever he was charged with or whatever would
Well,
disappear.
he it seems like Valentine made it sound like Jack was really the head of pikemen. Is that right? I don't know. I
Oh,
mean, we
we're
never
back to Pikeman.
we
Oh
never do well
no.
when we have to talk about pikemen, but he kinda
Yeah.
made it sound like, Jack's the one who should have gone down for it, but he set Valentine up, and as soon as he's cleared, he'd be free, Valentine said about himself. Which I
Okay. Well then, okay, so that explains that if that's the case, whatever. We don't have to fully understand.
no, we're never going to.
We're never going to, yeah. Yeah.
No. But
It's
yeah,
like
it's not that
music theory. We know it's there and we believe that other people understand, but
simple. Right. Yep. Lots of things are like that, yeah. Um, but it seems like Valentine is really operating just on his own with a little help from Carly, maybe, and Jack has like all this, like the whole WSB that he can use to,
right, right,
you
yeah.
know, crush Valentine. So I don't know.
I don't
We also have Danny and Charlotte on their own,
Oh,
in their
I
own
know.
paper.
It's like we've got different tiers of Scooby Doo shit going on, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, and actually, I would say they're on a par with Kai and Trina, even though they're
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
younger, they don't seem like they're any less sophisticated.
Well, she's a lot more devious than any of them, so
Charlotte, yeah,
she's got
Charlotte's
more
very
of a skill
comfortable
set.
lying,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, for
mhm.
that kind of stuff. So that could be interesting, but of course will
Mhm.
be scary at the same time.
Yeah, yeah, because 'cause they're so impulsive, those kids.
Yeah, yep. They're just down for whatever. Like I'm in. It's
Yeah,
like, oh man.
I know, they've got well, like, all you're looking for is a little excitement when you're a kid.
Yeah, I don't know if I was. Um,
No, maybe not.
I was very shy. And
Mm.
in pain from those barrettes. I was just
Your life would have been completely different if you hadn't had the barrettes, I think.
yeah, yeah. It was just a hair. Like my hair was a problem for everybody. Like
Wow.
that's how I felt. That's how I felt as a kid.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Like I wasn't gonna be allowed to leave the house without something painful happening to my head. And
Hmm,
it wasn't okay the way it was. I think that's the lesson I absorbed was
uh-huh. Naturally, it was a problem.
yeah, it was too
Mm,
big. It was too much. It was
mhm, hmm.
yeah.
Wow. I'm sorry, Gia. I don't think I really ever.
If I had a sister, maybe it would have been spread out a little bit, you know?
If the sister had had the same problem, yeah.
Yeah, I could have slid
Mm,
under the radar a little, you
yeah,
know, but being the only well, you must have suffered this a little bit, like, being the only female, you know, your
mhm.
mother's hopes were all pinned on you, you know?
They were dashed so quickly and thoroughly. I think, you know?
So you got let off the hook earlier than I did or
Yeah,
something?
and then at the same time, the brothers were always creating such havoc, all you had to do was,
I
like,
know, I
just,
love your brothers. I love
like
the idea of your brothers.
just have to live in the shadows, you could just exist quietly without being
Yeah.
scrutinized because they were always, like, causing some problem.
Yeah, I had a little of that going on, but I only had the 2 brothers, so you had more mayhem, I think, than
Yeah,
I
probably.
did,
Yeah, lots of
but yeah, it
mayhem.
was an era when boys were just getting in trouble. They were, like,
Mm.
streaking or whatever, you know? Like, did your brothers
Yeah,
ever get into the streak? Like,
I feel like that's possible. I don't wanna say
I feel like
yeah,
they're doing it now.
yeah. That's also yeah, actually, yeah, that's possible too. I remember one
I
of them,
think one of my brothers, like, streaked through the library, and I don't know if it was
uh,
high school or
that's
college or something, but my
cute.
parents got a letter, you know?
A letter. Imagine sitting down to write that letter.
Yeah. It
Dear
was, like,
Jack
during the era
Nickel.
remember the song, the streak?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
streak? Yeah,
uh-huh.
yeah. It was
Yeah.
all the rage, but anyway, like, that when that stuff was going on, I could slide by without
Yeah, yeah,
attention, but,
yeah. So you just let
anyway, oh, sorry, we're off track. Oh, crap. Who were we talking about?
well, we are talking about Valentine and
Oh,
Carly,
right.
Danny
Yeah,
and
so
Charlotte.
I
Yeah.
just yeah, with the Valentine Carly thing, I love them together, but they need to move it along. Like, give us an idea of what the plan is, or like, stop
Yeah.
just languishing in the attic here. Let's move this along a little bit.
Yeah, and I want them to have some good conversations too,
Yeah,
like, even if
yeah.
they were, like, to unpack, like, their relationship histories or something like that, that
Oh,
would
that could
be
be interesting. Yeah,
you
over
know?
some Greek cake maybe and
Yeah.
tea.
Yeah, Valentine would be all about the Greek cake. Huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Greek cake and what's that? Is it ouzo? Ouzo?
Yeah, that
If
sounds
they look that
right.
up. Greek,
Sure.
right? Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and then
Yeah.
just get sloppy drunk and talk about all their exes. That could be funny.
Yeah. I mean, man, they between the 2 of them, they've hit just about everything in town,
Yeah.
Hmm.
And you do mean hit,
I
yeah.
do mean hit, yeah, yeah.
Alright, who else did we have? We had a little bit of, Laura and Marty,
Yeah,
um,
yeah, yeah, what did you think of her decision not to tell him the real reason why she
I
got
know I wish she kinda had, 'cause he obviously knows her well enough to know something's up, so but, I
Yeah,
mean, I don't know, maybe that wouldn't have been good 'cause he makes bad decisions too, so
he does, maybe she was trying to protect him, I guess.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, but he
mm,
obviously knows something's up, so
mhm, yeah,
and he's still harboring ill will towards Tracy, it seems like.
definitely he is, yeah, he's learning to play it a little better, like, to not
Yeah,
draw more fire from Tracy, but,
yeah.
yeah,
So
that's,
that's kinda too bad that that continues,
mhm,
I don't know.
mhm.
I don't like that, as
I
you
don't
would
I
say.
don't like that either, yeah.
I don't
I'd
like
like them to
that.
get along, bury the hatchet.
Yeah.
Uh,
What else did we have? Any other big scenes, or
let's see.
go
Well,
back to your notes?
yeah, I'm looking at the notes. Just, there was the whole parade of everybody taking the stand, Tracy, she didn't have that much to say. Michael, um, yeah, so that stuff really the Willow part was sort of the juiciest part of it all.
Yeah, it was super juicy, super soapy juicy, yeah.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
was just I don't know why I was so hoping for the fugue or the repressed or whatever, because,
Well, yeah, that would
um
have made it more compelling, I think,
like,
if
if we'd seen her
yeah,
suddenly be triggered into having a memory,
Right, because it seemed like lately, she seemed like very highly functioning, like sane, and
Yeah, yeah, calm and sane
yeah,
and,
even though like days are going by, like, with no end in sight to this separation, so she should have been sort of falling apart on some level.
yeah.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, maybe she shouldn't be raising those children in any way,
Yeah,
shape, or form, you know?
exactly. I guess not, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was like, I wasn't gonna defend the baby spinning thing, but
Mhm.
I was gonna try to understand it
Yeah.
from
Right, right,
like
yeah.
someone who had a momentary lapse with
Mhm.
reality and
Mhm.
was
Mhm.
so desperate. I mean, I guess you could say that about the shooting of Drew, um, but it all seems very cold and calculating, and
Yeah, it was definitely premeditated, getting the gun and everything.
yeah,
So
yeah, with the gloves on, and
yep.
it's like wowza.
Mhm.
It's a
Mhm.
little wowza. And then think about if this all comes out, like how is this
Yeah, right,
Chase's
right.
view of her,
Mhm.
not, of course, Drew's view, like it's gonna like the little like princess that she has been to all these people,
Mhm.
um,
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
gonna kind of shatter that, and Carly
Yeah.
would be like, "I told you," you know.
Yeah, yeah, and that's too bad. Yeah,
It
Nina's gonna
is, yeah,
destroyed, like, yeah, if she had sort of shown more evidence that this was an emotional, like, psychological sort of breakdown,
I know. I mean, it almost feels like um with her fragile, maybe with her, her background, all the
Mhm,
trauma with her
mhm. Yeah,
adoptive mother and the Shiloh stuff, and like she
yeah.
was on the edge, and then like Carly and Michael kind of drove her over it with,
Mhm,
I don't know. I mean, you can't. I'm not blaming Michael for her actions,
mhm.
but
Right.
just sort of explaining how she got where she is, maybe.
Yeah, but it seems like, instead they've turned her into this person who kinda wants to see both Michael and Drew gone and just have the kids
Yeah,
to
yeah,
herself, Like,
right,
Drew is just a means to an end, and
right.
she
Yeah,
seem to have any qualms about Michael maybe taking the fall for everything.
right. Yeah, it's very, very cold. Yeah, it's gonna like.
Mm.
I mean, I almost wonder, like, are they gonna be hauling her off and off the show? Like, can you redeem this character and I don't
Right,
know, make her
or
sympathetic again?
yeah, yeah, well, just knowing that Trina and Kai know or suspect, it does seem like even if she goes free, she can't be free for long, I wouldn't think. I don't know, and
Yeah,
I don't think they would let that happen, I'm not sure, um, but I'm trying to imagine if Drew would somehow, like, use his knowledge, maybe not let her know that he knows that he's figured it out, like,
right.
maybe,
Like,
you know,
yeah,
and
maybe he'll turn the gun on her. I mean, I don't know. Like, he's pretty damaged goods too. Like, my God,
he is, he
what will his reaction be? I mean, my gosh,
yeah,
it could
and
be
just
terrifying.
when you think about the way he's treated Scout throughout this, it just seems like he's a horrible person just for that reason alone.
Yeah, yeah. Oh
Mm,
man.
so, yeah,
Yeah, it's very interesting. I have to give them credit. I
yeah,
mean, this took a long time. It
it
really did take a
did,
long time, but it does feel like a lot of things unfolded that have been in the
yeah,
works
mhm,
for some time. So it didn't feel
mhm.
slapped together to me.
Right, right, yeah, yeah, so
So we're giving a positive review, I think.
I think we are, Gia. Yeah, and I think I'm a little surprised that Tracy and Lulu or Tracy especially hasn't figured out that it was Martin who probably heard her and Michael talking, right? Because she
Yeah,
knows he was
right.
at the house that day.
Yeah, and she
I don't
knows
know
that he's
that he's
yeah.
a sneaky bugger, but, I
Right.
don't know what that would do anyway once she would just wanna throw him in jail for everything he's done, which
Yeah, they're just add fuel to their little
yeah,
feud, which is
which is
unfortunate. Kinda how
yeah,
interesting is that to have them
not that interesting,
yeah.
yeah, it just seems like it's 2 people with too much time on their hands or something,
Yeah,
but,
maybe, yeah. Right.
and it upsets Laura, I don't like that.
Right, she's got enough. She's
She's
got
got a
enough
lot.
on her
Yeah,
shoulders, yeah.
yeah, yeah. But I would like to see Tracy's, like, heirlooms and everything returned, that seems
Right,
I
yeah.
mean, I'm not a huge heirloom person myself, but they're important to her, and Drew could care less. It's just like a power play,
Oh,
where he
right, yeah, he just doesn't want her to have them, that's
yeah,
all. Yeah.
I don't want those to get forgotten or destroyed.
Right, right, yeah. Right now, I'm just picturing Ace with his Irish nanny and what kinds of things they'll get up to, and
Just be listening
do
to
you think they'll be out, like, l listening to what?
you too.
Listening to U2 or, like, sitting in bars where people are sitting around, like, playing fiddles and drinking
Yeah,
Guinness and,
yeah, yeah.
singing and
Pubs, they'd be
maybe they'll be like wild ponies. Maybe he'll have his own pony.
I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
could be pretty cool, but he's too young. Will he be too young to remember that he was in
I
Ireland?
know. Kevin would have to get a nanny, right, to help take care
Yeah,
of him.
I hope so. Would be I
So,
mean, like,
I'd be like, how do you find a nanny that you can trust when you're new to a place, new to
I
a
don't
country?
know, but it's fun to think of an Irish nanny. Like, this could be a whole spin-off show.
Mhm. Mhm.
Kevin and Ace in
Oh, it
Ireland.
absolutely could, yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Mm.
Anyway, have we come to the end of our rainbow
I
here?
think we have, Gia, I think we have.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
Well, we
Yeah.
weren't systematic about it or anything, but,
No,
I think we hit the big stuff.
I think so, and then some very, very small stuff. Mhm.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, yeah,
Some
so
minutia. Yeah,
yeah, big on the minutia.
yeah.
Yep.
I love minutia. Um, but anyway, it was fun. I mean, like, it's like, oh, this now I'm just, like, primed to watch for the next few days 'cause it's like,
I
mm.
know, yeah, so
Like,
that
they'll
is a good
probably turn away from that storyline for a day or 2 just to tease
yeah,
us.
and then we'll have some Portia stuff and maybe the amniocentesis, the paternity test or whatever.
I like how you drew that word out, amniocentesis. And you're just showing off your lingo, you know?
No, no, I don't think that's
And
just
ooh, or are we gonna watch The Pit tonight? Or we can probably
it.
can't it's probably not on till tomorrow, right?
Mm, well, what time
What
would
do
it
they
come
do
on
with a
at 9?
nighttime show? How much I don't know.
I don't know, they might show it a few times, so you might be able to catch it, like, I don't know if you wanna watch it any later than 9 or 10 tonight, but I
No,
think
I
I'll probably
don't.
watch it
Right.
tomorrow. I would think they'd
Alright.
be showing it again tomorrow.
I'm excited about it.
Me too, me
I have a
too.
lot of good shows going right now.
Oh, it's a rich time in
It is
television
a rich
now.
time. We
Yeah.
started watching Landman. Have you watched any Landman?
I haven't, but, yeah, one of my library friends likes that show a lot.
It's a little heavy-handed with, the
Mhm,
lessons about why we need
mhm,
oil, but, Billy Bob Thornton is, like, perfect
mhm,
in this role.
mhm,
He's so good at it.
mhm,
It's very
mhm,
funny.
mhm,
Anyway, it's a rich time in television. We'll leave it there, and,
mhm.
we hope everybody else is enjoying hospital like we are lately.
Yeah, we hope so, definitely, yeah. Thank you for listening, everybody, to
Yep, yep,
our little
and
thing we have here.
our little thing, yeah, yep,
Mhm.
and, we'll talk in a few days.
Yeah, okay, Gia, you have a good night.
You too, alright, we'll see ya.
Bye.